did Nike get their slogan wrong? Just do it? Or should it just be? Well, I think that there's a time and a place for just do it, and I think it's a great slogan. But one of the quotes that I always remember is, you are not a human doing, you are a human being. And I think one of the things that we often overlook in life is just being alive, just taking a deep breath. I look at nature and I look at how it doesn't struggle like we struggle. We can get in our own way. I made a video on this, one of my previous videos, talking about how we tend to step on our own toes a lot because we can overthink things. Our big brain has this capacity to understand the future and understand the past, and we can put those two things and say, oh, I always do this, or I'm never gonna be good at that. And we can make our reality in the moment a lie. We can say things and act in ways that aren't true. And so when we look at nature, and it's just like a blade of grass just grows. It doesn't struggle and grind and do whatever, it just does. We can struggle and grind and we can get in our own way of things because we have this big brain and because we can make problems, out of nothing. But taking time and just being on a daily basis, this is why meditation to me is so powerful. It allows for you to just be, to just breathe. We tend to be stimulated by so many different things. You might be stimulated by a YouTube video right now while you're listening to me, but hopefully I can communicate this and you can take some time for yourself. I call it me time, where it's just you with you. And you can even create separation between you, or you and your body and your brain and your thoughts and all of this stuff going on, your past and your future, all this stuff. And you can just breathe and let, again, things kind of just happen. Instead of trying to struggle and grind, and I have to listen to this, and I have to watch that, and I have to do this for work, and I have to do this at home, and I have to be breathing in, breathing out, just observing the dance as it goes, getting out of your head, getting out of your body, and getting into this other dimension, this other layer of existence. And so, although Nike, I think there is a time and a place. I think we need to just do it. I think that there is even a bigger case, especially today, of just being, because there's so many different things that we can do. We can do this, we can do that. There's tons of possibilities. But the right opportunity or the right possibility or the right thing to do oftentimes is unclear to us because we haven't spent enough time just being. So again, this is why I really recommend meditation, but this doesn't have to be a sit down in a cross-legged position and meditate and breathe. This can be just taking a walk in nature. This can be just laying down and relaxing. This can be listening to a piece of music. Oftentimes music that has words and lyrics that will start to trigger and do other things. So listening to things, there's like binaural beats, and there's classical music, and there's all sorts of different types of instrument music that can not, again, get in the way and add more thoughts, but allow you to just go with the flow. And or playing music yourself, that's another way of doing things, or playing sports or doing some athletic event. Like I said, going on a walk, but some people love to jog or run, and it gets them into, again, like kind of like another dimension where they're a little bit of separate between their brain and their body, and they're almost observing themselves. Like running, I used to do that, where it was just like my breath was going up and down, up and down, up and down. My foot was just pounding, boom, 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 and it was like this rhythm to it, just like if you were, strumming a guitar or something, and it was this rhythm to it, like a dance, and it just went dancing. That's another way of doing things. You just throw some music on and dance, and you just let it out. You're not trying to do some choreographed routine for a TikTok video. You're just letting your body go and enjoying the ride. Again, not trying to do so much as you are just trying to be. And again, in this day and age, with all of the technology and all of the stimulation, and then also maybe all of the things that you want to do, you might have pulled back from that. Like one of the things that I notice a lot is when I go out, people haven't gone out to bars and things like that for a while because of the lockdowns, and then different requirements to going in places. But now that people are out again, I notice something, especially when I'm places where there's younger people. People don't really like to dance. They don't really like to let themselves go. And I find it strange. I'm like, well, why are you out? Why are you out to just try to look good and be this perfect person and never do anything wrong? It's yeah, okay, you might not look perfect, you might not be Michael Jackson on the dance floor, but it's go out and have fun and smile and enjoy yourself. So it's a strange time where we're always trying to be perfect for the camera. We're always trying to put a persona out there instead of just being who you are. People can love you, people can hate you. It's just be who you are. But again, because things might get posted on social media or this or that, we are a little bit afraid of expressing ourselves. But I think at the end of the day, true self-expression is one of the best things that you can do for yourself and for the world. Because if we're lying to each other and we're always trying to put on a persona, we're never going to be able to understand each other at the real, true, deep level. And most of our problems, like I discussed this on my last video, most of our problems are not going to be solved because we're just going to be dancing around them. So just do it. There's a time and a place, but just be. That's what I would recommend. Take some time for yourself, take some me time, and set that aside. It can be 2 minutes, it can be 5 minutes, it can be 30 minutes, it doesn't matter. Whether that's meditation, going for a walk in nature, breathing, playing some music, running, doing something to get, again, your brain, your body, your thoughts, your emotions, where you can do something to keep you kind of away from that and be in the moment at the time. And there's many different ways of doing that, but find something that works for you and just be.